Got a Royal Rumble going on out here. They must be feeling good anyway. Good grief. Gonna hurt yourselves. Kind of fun to watch. Hey guys, Brenton from Rocky Run Angus Ranch. I'm out in the shop on this beautiful evening. It's a little breezy out today. Actually, it's probably about a 10-15 mile an hour wind, but it's like 36 degrees out. And you can see we got water running. Snow's melting. Snow piles are shrinking. So that's a good thing. Might not be a bad time to scoop them up and haul them out across the road over there to our hayfield or something, just so they don't all melt. Because this pile right over here will all melt right down into here. There's a low spot right there. Right there. Oh. It'll all melt right into there. The only reason it's really a low spot right now is because there's so much snow buildup on the rest of the driveway. I box bladed the crap out of it last fall. And actually, under that snow pile right there, there's a little bit of a gravel pile yet. To where we were using to level out the driveway. And that was, right up here, was the low spot, but I got it filled in pretty good last fall or last summer. So it wouldn't hold water, but I guess we all know how that works. So, anyways, I'm out in the shop, working on this maternity pen. If you've seen my last video, you would know how straight I got the one upright that the head gate is mounted to. I'm going to show you that. I cut it off up on the top, as you can see. I cut it off kind of halfway across on the bottom, so that it would stay attached, but yet it would kind of bend and flex. Then I'll just go along and weld it back up. But I got this ratchet strap on here. That's pulling it level. As you can see, it was more level on the other side for whatever reason. Maybe my level's not level. Yeah, on that side, it's actually fairly good. I'm gonna go by that side. But I had to pull that thing quite a ways to get it straight, which it pulled pretty easy. It definitely wasn't hard after I cut the bottom the way I did, but I'll have to go along and weld that back up now. As you can see, there's a pretty good gap in there, but the Miller-Matic fills gaps pretty good. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be decent anyways. So, but at least now this angle iron here is going to hit kind of right at the outer edge of the pipe, which is right where I wanted it to hit before. So that's good. It'll match up with the rest of them, and it should be in good shape, but there's an awful lot of gap there to fill, so I'll probably end up either taking and cutting that off and filling it in with that, or grab another piece of that just to fill in the gap, I guess. Whatever, it's not a big deal. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Just fixing this up, getting it straightened up so that I can pick up some material and start building gates. I was kind of kicking around the idea, especially back here, since this is just going to be one big solid gate, just going to Runnings or TSC or something and getting a 10-foot gate and putting in there. But I'm going to see how much square tubing is going to cost first and compare the price. It would sure be a lot quicker and easier just to put one of those gates in there, but I guess I'm not really going for quick and easy. I'm going for what's going to be the strongest and last the longest. And so far, my plan here is working out all right, and I think it's going to be pretty good and sturdy, but we'll see how that goes as time goes on here. We're about, I don't know, I think the 28th is when I seen that we're supposed to start calving, so we're about 10 days away, 8 to 10 days, so it's creeping up fast. I'm going to go out and check the cows here in a few minutes before I feed. I'm going to tack this back together quick, just so I don't have to worry about it moving, which I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but I feel better about it anyway. So that's what I'm up to tonight. I'll give you a little shot of the cows here tonight when I go out and walk around them here in a few minutes. So we will chat with you then. Alright guys, I'm out here walking around this cow that I've been kind of watching for a while. She's right here. You can see her vulva back there is awfully swollen again today. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like she's starting to get a little bit of a bag down there. It's not real full, but I think she's probably going to be my first cow to calf this year. So that's exciting. I'm ready, been ready. Now that the weather and everything's going to get nice and sloppy. Look at that beautiful sunset. The yard's getting nice and sloppy, or the snow gets really watery and crappy, and you walk across it and all of a sudden you kind of fall through it and into the mud, and it's enjoyable. So as of right now though, that's my only cow that's really even showing any signs of calving anytime soon, so that's pretty acrobatic. I usually do a really bad job of branding, but that's probably one of my better ones. Once in a while I get it right. I'll show you guys too. I was trying to work on it last year before calving. I never got it done. It just never really materialized, but since I work full-time off the farm, and we're calving a little bit later this year, I'm trying to push a little harder. My father-in-law's helping out a lot. As you know, I mentioned before, he's kind of a techie kind of guy. We're going to put in barn cameras. Last fall, we actually trenched in fiber optic. We were going to try and do a line of sight deal, but the problem is, like, to my house, which is behind those bins, this line of sight deal wouldn't work for a wireless deal. So we buried fiber optic from my house back through the horse pasture, back here through this ditch and up. The fiber optic wire is in a Ziploc bag coiled up underneath that black spool. I dug it out last night because I think we're going to try and work on that this weekend. My father-in-law ordered one camera already. It's an outdoor, it's a PTZ camera, pan, tilt, zoom. I'll be able to control it all from my phone, all the actions and stuff. So I think we're going to put one of them for sure, if we just do one in here, right in the dead center of the barn on that side. So that way, if the doors are open, which I usually leave them shut most of the time unless it's really nice out, if the doors are open, at least the sun will be shining this way, and it'll benefit the camera instead of hindering the picture. So that's what we're working on there. We got a little ways to go. We just got the cable ran last fall before freeze up. I'm kind of looking forward to that a lot. I'm not so much worried about the cows calving. It's more my first calf heifers, as they're not overly large. And I think first calf heifers kind of concern any rancher. Once a cow has her first calf, it's usually pretty easy from there. Just kind of just like people. Once women have their first kid, it seems like the second one is usually easier, just because, well, I won't go into details, but it opens everything up, for lack of better words. So my first calf heifers from last year, second calvers this year, should be in pretty good shape. They're growing quite a bit. I think that's one of them. Yep, it's one of them right there. B1 through B6 are all second calvers this year. And any of the other Bs are all from 7 on up to 12 are first calvers. I had to sell one of them. She was open, which was okay, because the little bit that was around her when I was feeding her, she was just kind of a knothead. She never was aggressive, but she was just flighty and ran all the time. This is actually a first calf heifer right here. Within 2 weeks of having tagged her up, she ripped both of her tags out. And that's because of these damn things. Cheap bale rings. If you're gonna buy bale rings, spend the money and get the good ones. The way they're made, they're pinched really tight and welded over there. You can see that? They get those tags stuck in there, pull, rip them right out of their ears. It's frustrating. I got a bunch of untagged cows here for that reason. And it's not just the bale rings. There's, with all the old crap around here, there's enough places for them to hook their tags in and rip them out. But I've picked up numerous tags around these bale feeders, so that's the main culprit. But I'm gonna have to come out with a pen and paper one day and write down all of them that have tags, so I can figure out which ones aren't tagged. I know of a couple of them for sure, but I think there's about 4 or 5 of them that don't have tags in them. One of them is a second calver. She didn't have a tag when we turned her out into the pasture this year because she slipped through the chute on us. So we just let her go and we tagged her calf. But anyways, that's what it looks like out here this evening. Starting to get nice and sloppy. I've been consistently feeding kind of up in this area to kind of keep this as a little bit higher ground so it stays drier when the snow melts. I mean, I know there's snow and stuff under all this crap, but I know this down here, you can already see it. It gets really sloppy. And then the water runs that way, downhill and into the ditch system over there, and runs all the way across now into the Rocky Run Creek. I'll show you guys this spring, once all the snow is gone, why it's called the Rocky Run Creek. If rocks were worth anything, there's a lot of people around here that'd be wealthy, but they're not worth anything more than a headache, it seems like. So that's what it looks like out here tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Not a real exciting video, but just wanted to show you where I was at with the maternity pen, show you the cows quick, let you know what I was up to. And if you like this video, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Ring that little bell down there next to the subscribe button so you know when I post new videos. And please comment, let me know what you think of the videos, and if you have any questions or anything, I'd be more than willing to answer them and take any advice that you may have as well. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, or if you don't like it, don't give me a thumbs down, please. Anyways, everybody have a good night, and we'll check in with you later. Hey folks, got good news. It's spring. That's right. Bad news is Still a whole bunch of snow around here, but I am celebrating spring with everybody. Kids and the wife are having brats and hot dogs. Oh, yeah. A little bit of American Green Belt, supporting the farmers. That's good stuff. Anyways, everybody, happy spring, and I hope you enjoy the video.